It is the penultimate game in the final day of the regular season in the WNBA, and what a matchup it is. Las Vegas and Seattle fighting for the #1 overall seed.
Sue and Stewie, they think they can do it again today.
That's right. They got all the way to the playoffs last year without them. Stewart was with the hurt knee, and we are underway. Jordan Canada and Mercedes Russell getting the starts, and Alicia Clark
draws the toughest perimeter defensive assignment, and on the offensive end, so efficient this year.
And one of the best defenders in the league as well. Angel McCautry.
This is warning. He did not know if he would play Angel McCautry today. Maybe limited minutes. Remember, and you see Canada blow by for the
Las Vegas is a team that by far shoots the least amount of threes in the WNBA. They get to the line a whole lot. They shot really well at the three-point line against Minnesota a couple of days ago. Natasha Howard with the Offenberg also told us that Jordan Canada likes to play in big games, so he expected a big one today from her as they head towards the playoffs. Clark from the outside, got it. Keep Hamby on the bench, and that has paid off handsomely for them. Wilson spinning on Russell. Now another chance. Asia finally
getting. He said, you know, as they're in training camp and he's trying to decide and figure out what the identity of the team was going to be, and realized it was going to be bringing potent players in, scorers in off the bench. Her offensive game has grown throughout the course of her career, and then having another spectacular year this season.
This is another thing that Seattle does well. They lead the league, carry the ball very well. Second fewest turnovers of any team in the league. Day, these are right. One game elimination.
Hated single elimination as a fan. It's so fun and exciting.
And also on the other end of the spectrum, you want to avoid that, which is what both Las Vegas and Seattle have done, is they're going to wait a week and then start with the semis, best of 5. She was in college at Middle Tennessee State. She led the country in scoring both her junior and senior years. As Asia only averages 10 points per game, had 11. Seattle was down by as many as 21 in the third quarter before they convert. Danielle Robinson, who plays at super speed, get
the big post player for running the floor hard to get the easy two.
Said the big post player who always ran the floor hard. Russell with sweet. McBride fouled her. Russell could not convert on the three. Expect to see a lot of subs today. Neither team will play until next Sunday, so a nice week of rest. They vibed, it seems, in the last couple of weeks, really playing well. And what a finish.
Robinson to do all the things she's good at. Push the ball in transition. Caught the basketball, and there was a second defender there. There was too much standing around.
3 subs in for Seattle.
Bring energy and production.
Las Vegas is on pace to have the best bench production of any team in WNBA history. Daniel about 9 minutes more per game than Lindsay Allen, who does start at the point. Whitcomb with the ball, the 4th-year player at the University of Washington, also a native Australian. Oh, okay, here she got it too.
Defensively knows the schemes.
Stay home, and Carolyn was one of those people who got laid off. She actually lost her job. You guys got down big, but you have fought that valiantly. What is important right now against this Seattle team?
I think right now we got to kind of toss it at her, you know, playingly, because she was like, put me in, coach.
It's not about the knee or the age.
She just turned 34 on Thursday, had a very good game. 13, her season high is just 16 points. Speaking of Jackie Young, left open, decided not to shoot. Hamby will. Success
about habits, and Bill Laimbeer knows his players are tired because they're coming off a back-to-back, and just asks them to play hard. Play hard. If you need a sub, ask for a sub. Nice color of the uniform, I suppose, if they end up meeting up.
But other than that, they both will get the double bye, or on, not usually are on the floor at the same time. 8 Eastern time, 5 Pacific on ESPN. Joe Kelly also threw over Carlos Cuella's head. The bench is cleared. There was mayhem, so we'll see what happens tonight. Vegas had trailed by as many as 10 in this game, down by 5. Whitcomb with the pass over to Eve. A'ja Wilson with 7 points so far. That was her 3rd rebound for the Aces. Robinson to the front of the rim, and now Robinson goes at full speed. Terrific bounce pass. That's the second one she's had. It's not a true bracket like you see, for instance, in the NCAA tournament. They will reseed. And we know these two teams are off until, will not play a game until next Sunday. Danielle Robinson.
Having a good bench is in his DNA. When he was a player at Detroit, that was something they prided themselves on. That great bench. Vinnie Johnson coming in. You might remember they called him.
The starters looked sluggish early on in this game. The bench came in, raised the level of intensity. Now the starters who have come back on the floor have raised their level as well.
Finally, Julian has been contested. And now Canada driving on Robinson and then chases down the rebound. Yep, Alicia Clark back in the game, fires and hits.
Her ankles, in both coaches really, to see a few things that might work down the road if these two teams do end up meeting in the finals. And one of them could be, all right, how do we like the look of Mercedes Russell on A'ja Wilson? That time A'ja Wilson's able to battle a bit inside.
That is only the first foul on A'ja. Lloyd driving on A'ja, gets it inside. Magdeburg able to turn, get Seattle back to a 3-point advantage.
Now Gary Kloppenberg gets to get a look with Magdeburg as the primary defender on Wilson. She had to come over.
A'ja already with 13, has been in double figures every single game this year. Wow, nice.
She wasn't risking getting the shot blocked either. She got that thing up quick.
Yeah, very, very quickly. Maybe Sunday in their semifinals, when it will be a best-of-5 series.
Every single player has accepted their role and really
If she's doing all right, and she says, yep, she's fine. Getting the start. A'ja deciding to do matchup down the road. Exciting game. Dallas needed. Robinson gets it over to Lindsay Allen, kicking around the horn. Hamby over to McBride. Her 3 is off the mark, but the long
of a formula that he likes to use where the Las Vegas Aces get to the free throw line more than the opponent shoots threes. And so far today, it's sort of working. Las Vegas to
7 more free throws than their opponents in 21 games.
Have Angel McCautry, who only played 5 minutes,
especially during this season with so many games compressed into this time.
They spent their time in dealing with that in training camp, where for much of training camp they only.
He has played in this league. She's someone that Bill Lambier trusts.
Vegas had been playing a player short and had a roster spot open all year. Lloyd. Taylor McBride turns, shoots. Like the first in blocks in the WNBA this year, averaging around 2 per game. Jewel Lloyd takes it in with the... And we're tied up yet again. Hamby in traffic. Fans can cheer on the most taps at the end of the game wins. Go to WNBA taps I've seen this year.
I would imagine a lot of them are Vegas Aces fans. The Vegas fans tap, and they just keep on tapping.
Team with the lead. Guarded by Sugar Rogers. And she drew the foul.
Let's take another look at Jewel Lloyd. The hesitation underneath the rim. Look at the English on that. You sometimes...
To play the point for Las Vegas when her team was trailing, and does so now in the second half. Maybe looking for some help. Wilson's yelling for the basketball and
on the sideline before hitting that game-winning 3.
Yeah, Jewel, I'd be so ticked. I think I would be tapping Washington. Sugar Rogers over to Asia Wilson. Nice dish.
Just one player.
No.
So skilled.
Oh, another foul call. Gets them both. Paul Mercedes Russell able to get inside of Asia Wilson to get the rebound, and then third capture the crowd. I think that's not considered cool. Younger people might not. I understand that. Seattle with a good third quarter, up by 5. Hamby on Magmagor quarter. Canada picks up her dribble. Finds Lloyd. Now that was a foul right now.
She's tipping something up. Seattle in Vegas. I mean,
right, Seattle was the pick by just about everybody to win it before the season began. And another foul.
Why? Such a deadly three-point threat. And Jordan Canada has a...
See if we can go 2 in a row. Sue missing literally half of the season with the, as one would hope, with the 2 best teams in the league. Normally so much would be on. This is her 11th free the entire season. So quite a difference, and of course, Sue Bird might be the best point guard ever. There's that difference too. Jewel Lloyd got 21.
Yeah, that's a play. Pick up another foul. If you're Vegas, you don't want to get them in.
Don't anticipate seeing her until next Sunday.
Yeah,
for
quickly,
game 1 of the semis.
You saw McBride come back in the game. She's another real scoring.
Now over 10 points per game. Around 7 for the entire season. Turning it up at the right time.
Think he's praying?
No. Short answer, no. Hamby.
Got it. Then your power forward steps out and hits the 3.
That's nice for Hamby. Only 13 total points in her last 2 games. Has 17 today, so she's getting back on the... Kayla McBride. Also back in the game after 19 points scored in the 3rd quarter. Robinson streaks down the baseline too much. Yeah, Kayla's had a rough couple of minutes. Frustrating couple of minutes then last year. Hamby drives on her.
Their offense by De'Erica.
Hamby now with 19.
What a full speed. That's not an easy catch for a big to make.
Hamby again, this time. So a tough day for those around the Erica Hamby today.
She's just played really, really well. She has all season long. She will, I imagine, be named the 6th player of the year again this year. And
Lloyd only had 4 points at the half. And it's just been lighting it up. McBride's expectations. He did not expect that they would be near the top. He thought they'd be a middle-of-the-road team. Hamby does it.
To Hamby, because Bill Lambier told us this morning when we talked to him, he said, my players are tired. De'Erica.
Russell has it rim out.
Comfortable, you know, coming in for the handoff.
And a timeout.
And how do you get out of a shooting funk? No such thing. She lives
out. They weren't in a shooting funk, but they still know to go to Asia Wilson at the left elbow.
Yeah, Asia Wilson now with 21 points. So Asia ties a routine out of the 22. Gumbawale #1 in scoring. Asia right behind her. Asia Wilson certainly one of the top candidates for MVP. That was a little bit too strong. So we go inside, 2 minutes to go. Short by Lloyd. Robinson, who's got to be the fastest player on the floor, gets it, goes, contact but no foul. Good offensive board by McBride.
I'm surprised that there was no foul call.
Yeah, it
there.
looked like there was a lot of contact. Canada now with the ball in her hands. Boy, Wilson comes more of the starters or so-called starters today. Because in the bubble, there is no home court advantage. But high level of basketball from both teams today. Howard couldn't get it to go, and that disadvantage against Howard on this jump. Makes sense. So Seattle does have the full 24.
And it went to 14.
Magically went to 14. Maybe they were just waiting to see who won the tip.
Jordan Canada gets a decent look, just not able to convert.
Yeah,
you got to play through Asia Wilson here.
Robinson gets it right back to Asia. McBride left it a little bit short. Rebound battled for and taken down by Natasha and Canada. Those are the 5. Howard for the tie, goes in and out.
Time on the shot clock. You just have to play good defense here. You do not need to foul.
McBride looking for somebody, finally gets it into Handy. And Robinson playing a little keep away from Jordan Canada. On the switch, Wilson had Canada on her and buried it. Lloyd, catch, shoot, turn hit. Jewel Lloyd.
He got fouled quickly.
McBride gets him. Get it back to a 2-possession game. Shot buried by Lloyd. And a smart play to get it into the backcourt to Robinson, who's fast enough to dribble it out and avoid any trouble.
Great job by Vegas. It's only in the last 2 minutes of the game where you can inbound into the backcourt, so they did that. Were able to run the clock down.
Who was able to get a hand on Robinson.
Looked like Jordan Canada had one first when there was like 1.6 left. But all that get, Seattle can throw the length of the floor. Yeah, smart.
A miracle. And Hamby tipped it. And that's the end of the game. Vegas wins it 86-84. Bill